tell me, you know, he's defended the belt so many times, he's beaten the best in the division. Why are you the guy to take the belt off him?
So I'm the best welterweight in the division.
Tyron, got a response for that? Like, I mean,
you're fighting in the Woodley weight division. You're not the best in the division. You didn't even win your last fight against Wonder Boy, and you didn't even make weight. So, with that said, I've consistently fought the top guys. I knocked out Robbie Lawler when he was the most vicious champion, a record-breaking time.
Every dog has its day.
Everybody has their day.
Every dog has its day.
But
and your day is going to come September 8th.
And guess what? And guess what? I used to be the young lion. I used to be the barking.
And you're the old lion now, so let me do my work.
And guess what? You're going to be done work on.
I don't need to be.
When they scrape you up, I'll pat you on the back and say,
okay,
better luck next time.
We'll see. Every dog has its day.
You just come there and make weight.
Every dog has its day.
You just make weight.
Okay, don't you worry about that. Is that your only concern? You need to be concerned about me
I have no concern.
Cleaning your chin out.
I have no concern. I have no concern.
We'll see.
Okay.
We just had the stare down, Darren. What did you see when you kind of looked in his eyes, sized them up, I guess, for the first time?
I always tell the truth, no fear. He's not scared, nothing like that. You know, he's the champion.
I like that.
I'll make weight, don't you worry about that.
that.
He's the champion, you know, respect is the champion, but that doesn't change anything. You know, I'm still coming to knock him clean out on September 8th.
I like that, and I'm glad he saw it, because I saw the same thing, and this is going to be a war. I looked him in his eye, I saw no bitch there, he ready to fight, he ready to go to war, and let's get it on.
Okay, Israel, you just had a pretty intense stare down with Derek as well. You guys have been going back and forth for a few weeks. Where's the beef? Where did this come from?
So you see my memes, right? I hit him with that video on my Instagram, but he said I was a fanboy in 2015. Thing is, I seen him and I said, what's up? He ignored me way back then in 2015. So that already shows me that he knew who I was and knew I was a threat already way back then. And now I'm here, I'm in his face, I saw him. He can't even control his emotions. He's just coming in here trying to flex. Don't worry, November 3rd, I will deliver.
Israel, you're skinny, bro. Hey, you better lift some weights, man. You're skinny as hell. I'm not worried about you. I'm an All-American wrestler.
I might be the ugliest, but I'll whoop your ass any day.
For 3 rounds, bro, till I finish you.
Yo, check my Instagram again. I just hit him with another
nothing, bro.
And I got
Instagram mean nothing.
Heat coming at him.
Means nothing. Hey, you built like a senior citizen. I'm not worried about you, boy.
You fight like a drunk bum.
Hey, but I'm gonna change that.
That's why I call him Derek Bumson.
I'm gonna change that.
I can show up to that fight litty,
bro,
drunk as fuck, and still whoop your ass.
You're skinny. You're alcoholic,
bro. You ever seen the bum rusher guy?
You're skinny. It's over for you, bro. A glory reject. You went 0-2. Now you coming over here in the big dog.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
gonna show you what's
November
up.
3rd.
Yeah.
Bring that chin on the platter, and I'll clean it off as well.
Bro, why you trying to talk like Connor? You from Nigeria.
Shut up, boy.
It's over for you.
Team?
Okay.
Glad your fans believe in you. It's over for you.
Hey, Dustin, come here for a minute.
Oh.
All right, who had the next question? Yeah, go ahead.
Nate. Nate, we've been waiting your return for a very long time. Well, why did you choose this one with Dustin? Why did you choose to come back and take this fight with Dustin? We've been waiting for a very long time to see you back.
It's time to go, so it's time to go.
My next question is for Tyron. Considering how much fuss was made about the interim title that Kobe will be stripped from and the rivalry you two had budding, are you disappointed at all that he's not the one sitting across the table from you?
Oh, not at all. To be honest, when I look at matchups, Darren Till may be the toughest matchup for me in the division. Every time I face the toughest guy, I show up. When it was Carlos Condit, I showed up. When it was Robbie Lawler, I showed up. Kobe Covington got there because he won a fight and he was in position to fight for it. I didn't make a fuss about the interim belt. I was fighting him because he was the next up in line. But when I'm faced with a line that want to take my belt, it's game time. I fought my fucking life for this belt. I put everything for this belt. He want to come and get it. Everybody think they want something until they lock that octagon and he gonna see it.
And do you have any comments on the Kobe Trump photo op?
No comment at all. I got like I said before, I got a young lion over here that's confident. He wants his belt. He think he can get it. And guess what? My focus is on that alone.
For Nate and Dustin, do you guys view your fight as like a semifinal that is going to get you to the Conor fight next? Could be Conor, could be.
It's a championship fight right here.
We're going to show up and deliver. I promise you that. This is going to be one of the most exciting fights you've ever seen.
And Nate, I know you were just asked kind of this question, but basically is the action of this fight the thing that brought you back, or was it the money?
Since my last fight, I've been in a lawsuit, so I wasn't eligible to fight. I don't know why nobody told you guys that.
Who's next?
Well, no one wants the mic. So, Jimmy, you've been wanting this fight with Glover Teixeira for a very long time. You finally got it. Like, you said you were very excited still. So tell me, how excited are you and why?
Yeah, 100%. I'm excited about this fight. I've been asking for this fight for ages. You know, and we're two of the hardest hitters in the light heavyweight division, and we're going to be delivering.
Thanks. Donald, we heard recently that you split with your striking coach, or your former striking coach now, Brandon Gibson. Like, can you tell us what led to that and why you made that decision?
No, Gibson and I are still friends, man. I just changing things up. I got to go home to Denver and put on a show with Mike Perry. And there's not going to be any confusion. He's definitely going to meet me in the middle and throw the fuck down. I can't wait. He's been training with me the last fight. Shit, he's going to show up and fight, and I can't wait, man. It's going to be fun.
Mike, you know, I know you love these sort of fights. It's going to be a stand and trade brawl. Is this one you're particularly looking forward to? And I guess, do you believe that Cerrone's the biggest name you've faced so far?
Yeah, next one's always the best one. This is the next one. This is the biggest fight of my life. I think, I don't know, I saw a picture of Cowboy in his gi, man. I think he's going to come out and try to take me down, make it a boring fight. But there's no way that's going to happen. We're going to put on a hell of a show. He's right about that. That's why I'm just up here having fun, shook his hand, ain't nothing to it. I think Izzy and Derek are funny. You know, we up here talking some shit. And me and Cowboy ain't got to talk shit. It's going to be all smiles. See, people say that Cowboy does his best when he's friendly with you. And if you show it in return, he's going to take you out. Well, I always want the best out of my opponents, and that's why I try to get in their head and get out of them.
Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For Mike, just to piggyback off of that, are there any mixed emotions since you're fairly new to Greg Jackson's camp? You know, establishing one of the stars that's been there for quite some time.
No, ain't nothing to it but to do it. This is what we do. We went in there and sparred each other for free, and the world and the UFC want to see what happened that day, and we gonna show up and we gonna show them. There's nothing to it. The best thing about Albuquerque and the camp that I got was the elevation and the mitt holding. And, you know, I'm going to go back and forth between my old camp in Florida and my camp in New Mexico and do what I got to do to get the W.
For James Vick, please. James, your division is getting pretty interesting right now. A lot of things sorting themselves out, matchups being made. I got to ask, I mean, I know you felt disrespected for a long time and not getting the ranking you deserved. Tell me where you think this win, when you get it, puts you in the division.
Yeah, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk or anything that's happened in the past. In my mind, I'm a future world champion, and this is one of many main events for me. And after this, I got a couple people in mind. I'm gonna wait until after August 25th, and then I'm gonna get on the mic and I'm gonna talk some shit and call some people out.
And I wanted to ask Justin as well. I mean, you know, James has been in the media. He's been talking a little bit and had some things to say about you. I mean, you always bring it every time, no question about it. But I wonder if this is getting a little bit personal for you.
I didn't hear what the guy said.
You're welcome, James. Welcome to the big show. You get to fight in the main event. You made it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's your last main event. You're about to be on a 3-fight losing streak and shipping your ass back to the B League to fight tomato cans again.
And I'll still have more money in my bank account.
I got more money than you right now, bro. I fought 4 times in the last year, and I won my fights. You lost 2 out of 3. You fucking suck, dude.
I've made more money in bonuses.
You're a
than
can
you've
crusher.
made your
You're a
whole
can
career.
crusher, bro. You padded your record against B-level competition.
I made $200,000 in bonuses.
You've been fucking.
You haven't made
Congratulations.
that in your 10 fights.
Congratulations. Don't break your hand patting yourself on the ass, bro.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks, guys. Anthony Smith, I wanted to ask you, I mean, your rise has been pretty incredible to watch, and now you're up there with, some of the biggest stars in the sport. Give me an idea kind of what's going through your head and your emotions as now you're up here on the big stage and you got a big fight ahead of you.
I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I'm just out here doing my thing, man. I've been at this a long time. I know everyone thinks I'm the new guy on the block, but I probably got more fights than everyone up here, So just happy to be here. I'm out here grinding, and things are coming together, and we got another big one.
Nice. And I wanted to ask Volkan, I mean, you've been up at the top of the division. You had a very quick rise as well, but you've been kind of up at the top. I wonder, was Anthony, on your radar? Is this somebody that you were looking at all?
I think Anthony tried to look like me. He's trying to play no time. But, he's been going really well. He's been doing really well at 205. He fought 2 legends of the sport. But now he's facing the top of the division, and I've established myself over there.
Thanks, Volkan. And lastly for me, I just want to ask Glover, last time out you admitted you weren't happy with yourself and you wanted to maybe take some time and think about things, and now here you are back. What happened to that quickness?
Hey man, I gotta get back in there, and Jimmy Manuel is perfect fight, this is the guy that's gonna brawl, this is the guys that are gonna throw hands, I love fights like that, and gonna get in there and see what happens, that's the way I shake this off.
Tyron, do you think Darren deserves the title shot given the weight issues?
Yeah, I think he deserves a title shot. He's a guy that's used his mouth, used his hands, got a whole country behind him to fight. Does anybody really deserve a title shot anymore? I mean, there's no real rubric on, if someone's going to get a title shot. If he's in the top 5, he's putting on great fights, fans want to see him fight, of course he deserves a title shot.
And Darren, how big of a concern is the weight to you?
So I'm a big guy. I said, I'm a big guy. I cut a lot of weight. The last fight, I left a lot of weight to cut late on. I've always done it. And this time, I hit a speed bump at the end. So this time, get me weight lower earlier on. And then, the weight cut will be easy the week out. So that's what's happening.
Great. Thank you. Dana, thank you.
Fuck you.
Thank you. Dana, how excited are you about making Poirier Diaz?
We made the fight. I mean, obviously, it's a great fight. Stylistically, it's an incredible fight. It's good to have Nate back, and we're happy about it. I'm happy about it.
I have a question for James. Are you gonna run like a bitch the whole time, or are you gonna stand there and fight me for these people?
Yeah, I'm not the Homer Simpson of MMA like you are, bro. I'm not gonna take a beating, but you will get knocked the fuck out. You take 10 significant strikes per minute. That's 50 shots a round. That you ain't lasting 3 rounds of me taking all that beating like that. You're
So the
29
answer's
years
yes
old and
or not?
you're 29 years old and you're punch drunk and slurring when you talk, bro. So you're getting knocked out. No, I'm not gonna stand like a retard and fight the.
So you're gonna run like a bitch.
But you are gonna
Good to
get
know.
slapped. You're gonna get knocked out within 3 rounds for sure.
We have any more questions?
Just one last one for Nate Diaz. Nate, you got this Dustin fight now, but is it fair to say you still want that trilogy with Conor?
I already won twice, so I ain't worried about it.